our stream might be delayed.
Oh.
Whatever. There we go. All right, we're good. Yeah, so we went there for Christmas Eve brunch, which I gotta go back up there tomorrow too.
I don't understand brunch.
It's just for people that can't get up and get out of the fucking house.
Yeah, it's late breakfast.
Yeah, it's fucking
lunch. Like, if it's brunch, then where's like the fucking cold cuts? Why are we eating breakfast food?
Exclusively breakfast food. No, there are some places where you can get lunch or breakfast, like Rick's.
Yeah.
Or even...
But you could get a cheeseburger at 7 o'clock in the morning at Rick's, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can. But... Yeah, and no, I mean, she didn't even have fucking mimosas or anything. Probably because shithead fucking stepbrother-in-law.
You know, us sober people, we fucking ruin everything.
Well, he's not even sober.
Oh, he's not?
I don't know that. He wasn't. It's where we got to in this predicament. But, yeah.
So Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve up there. Christmas morning here. 5:05, the first child came in. And I said, get the fuck back to your room. Well, I went down. Santa came. Yeah, well, Santa left it, so it's going to be there. I'm not getting out of bed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. And then
now, mind you, if he was hunting, he would.
I wouldn't. I would have been gone. Yeah, it's fucking one of the days to sleep in. It was magical the night before. I don't know why I do it to myself. So, Santa in our house, which I didn't grow up with, but it was something my wife brought to the table, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Santa doesn't bring wrapped gifts to our house. So that's the distinguishment. So you don't have to figure out how to change Santa's handwriting and use different paper and not have that paper be anywhere in the house.
So Santa brings
Allegedly.
gifts, and then you guys also give gifts?
So we give gifts as like from us, whatever. And actually what we've started to do, we haven't even fucking been putting names on stuff. We just take how do we do it? I think we just tell them which ones are theirs. But like we choose a different wrapping paper, wrapping paper for each kid. And then one for each of us. Makes it easy. But so I think finally I got them both back in bed. And they slept until 6:30, which my father was texting me at 6:10 saying we're in the driveway. When is Christmas starting? I was like, God fucking. Well, fucking, I guess now, George. Like, Jesus. So then they were here. We did gifts here. Girls started playing with all their shit. The house was just exploded. Then we hung out here for a little bit. Then we went up there and had prime rib dinner, and the girls did presents up there. We got presents down here. And that was it.
Nice.
Didn't go anywhere else. It was fantastic.
What's your favorite gift?
Well, kind of hard to beat the 2 sport fishing trips on my buddy James's boat and my buddy the Tan Man.
Say that one more time.
Two sport fishing days, with one with my buddy James on his boat, the Abadabadoo, and the other one with another buddy on the Tan Man charters.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, and that's on top of fishing with Dave down there. So it'll be 2 days out with the kids, and then Leah and the girls got 1 or 2. I think they got like a whole dolphin experience thing coming.
No shit.
and then I think there was mentions I didn't really see, or I was busy just staring at fishing trips.
Yeah.
Something about like a resort and pools and beaches and
Nice.
yeah. So, but the girls were satisfied. They were happy. It's just, I mean, my youngest is good with whatever. Like, she asked Santa for a giant panda, so we've got a giant panda. That's fucking simple. Liv wanted an Apple Watch. And I was like, dude, you're 9. I'm not buying you an Apple Watch. Like, there's just some things in life you don't need right now.
Yeah.
So we got her. T-Mobile does or I should say Santa is not giving out Apple Watches to 9-year-olds. But Santa went to T-Mobile and got they have a sync up kids watch.
Yeah.
Which is like, she can text, she can video call only who we put in her contacts. And it's like, got GPS, everything, so it'll be great for when she's going to fucking soccer and stuff. Like,
yeah,
we can keep track of her. Would you just close the ring?
Yep.
Would
Move goal.
You closed.
I ain't moved in fucking minutes.
I closed all my rings today.
I have not.
What about you? What'd you do for the old Santa day?
Christmas Eve, my wife tested positive for COVID.
Yeah, you know, it's a real downer.
Ooh.
She's really trying to take it to your favorite holiday of the year.
Right? So, we didn't have to go anywhere, which was kind of nice.
Yeah.
But we got up at like 7:30, I think. And then,
That's what dreams are made of.
like, took our time opening stockings and gifts, and we were done by, I'd say, 10 or 11. Then we kind of just hung around the house. I tied a bunch of flies Christmas night. I've been tying the shit out of fucking chubby Chernobyls.
Hell yeah. Oh, before you leave tonight, remind me, I have bags for you.
Bags
Yes.
of feathers?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So I got a bunch of, like, I got some nice flannels. Have you ever heard of 1620 workwear?
No.
It's like they're based out of Mass. And it's like a heavy duty workwear company. And they make, remember the Arborwear hooded sweatshirts
Yeah.
with the giant fucking hoods? They make one like that. So Manny got me one of those. Got some ammo. Got the Ella Bean Fly wallet, which is fucking sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Old school.
Nice for streamers and stuff.
1620 USA, guaranteed for life. Wow.
Like, this sweatshirt is, it's heavy. Like, it's wear it in a blizzard type sweatshirt. Well, other than that, it was pretty low key.
Yeah. This week, I didn't even know what fucking day it was today. I had no clue.
Mm.
That's like what we were talking about when we first came on, where it's like these 5 days in between Christmas and New Year's. It's just a wasteland. Like,
Yeah.
I've worked for them, and it's like no one knows what's going on.
This week's been dead at work. Got people out sick at work, so, like, luckily it's not busy. We're on to 2024.
We're on to 2024.
Fly fishing show.
Yeah, fucking 2 weeks.
A week from tomorrow.
Or a week? Oh, I probably should pay attention more, huh? Where are we meeting? Here?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that way I don't have to leave my truck at the shop.
Fucking podcast on the road.
We could.
Garrett drunk in a hotel room.
I think I'm on the search for a couple of reels.
Yeah? I am on the hunt for... I actually just saw them, and I actually want to get them for my father. So I won't keep talking about him, because he occasionally listens. But one tool I'm looking for him. And then otherwise, I don't know.
I got that new 8-weight that I just bought, and then that 5-weight I got earlier this year.
Yeah.
I gotta put reels on. So we'll see.
I don't know what I really want for next year.
My waders.
I might look for a new jacket. If they actually have any company. Like,
Well, you bought that Sims vest there last year.
I did. It's lovely. I do love it. But I want a jacket, I think. Like a rain jacket. Nice.
I do need a new rain jacket.
Nice fishing jacket. We'll see. I don't know what they... I don't know.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Starbucks in the morning.
Hopefully I don't get accosted by the fucking Army softball team.
They should not be playing softball right now.
Yeah. That was only the first year.
Going to UNH Wildcats hockey game tomorrow night.
Nice.
No, Sunday night. Sunday. It's at 2.
Men's or women's?
Women's. They're playing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, fuck it. I got nothing better to do. Gives me an excuse to get out of the house.
Yep.
That's been the thing. Like, this fucking weather is such
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
bullshit. There's no fucking ducks. None. Well, there's a shit ton. They're just everywhere. Because there's nothing frozen between fucking Bangor and here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is the slowest I ever remember. Like, unbelievable. Went out this morning. Didn't go out yesterday. I slept. It was fucking great. Did the same amount of shooting both days, so.
Yep.
But tomorrow, we'll see what time I'm back. I don't know what the hell the plan is, but I'd like to get my tracks on my four-wheeler. Take pictures of it. And then put it up for sale.
You putting it on the market?
Yep.
I mean, no more Can-Ams on Route 103.
Nope. Fucking. I should just take a couple rips up and down the road just to remind people. I thought about going across the street with it. I got a fucking excavator sitting there, so I was like, hey, fuck it. I can go rip around.
Right.
What are they going to do? It's not posted.
Who owns it? Him?
No.
No?
Developer. They're trying to come up with a development plan.
Oh, no shit.
Maybe if I go whip shitties in the... Get them stuck or something. I should just go... Why don't I do that? Well, know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll just text Chuck. Don't tell anyone it was me.
Yeah.
Got a new addiction for next summer. It's gonna really be not good at all.
What's that?
Well, so I've been teaching and taking some new friends hunting.
Ooh. Oh, and they're gonna bring you tuna fishing.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah. It's going to be sick. I can't wait to have a fucking 32-foot Bertram next summer. Seahawks is for sale. The Lund is for sale. Fucking my truck's for sale.
Don't sell the truck. You got to be able to haul the thing.
No, not a 32-foot Bertram.
No. Never mind.
Sell off, rent out my shop to someone.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He just cost you money.
Yeah. It was funny because we were talking the other day and he's like, he and his son came by and took him up over the shop and he was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this is heaven.
Yeah.
Disorganized, but heaven. And he's like, this is a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. I was like, it doesn't have to be. Like,
Yeah.
you can get into it and, like, I was like, look, like, for the first 4 hunts, like, if we don't go on my boat, like, I carry 12 decoys, a panel, and seats. Like, that's only, like, $500.
Yeah.
I was like, now, however, if you tell me you want to go target something different, I was like, that's what that pile of decoys is for. Or these ducks, that's that pile.
Yeah.
Want to go do sea ducks? That's over there. Like, we can go kill whatever you want. But what I like to go fucking hunt right now. And so he's like, well, what about going out sea duck hunting? I was like, never done it. He's like, you have all the decoys. I was like, yeah, sure do. Never done it. He's like, do you want to do it? I was like, no. He's like, why? I was like, it tastes like shit. I was like, and honestly, at this point, I shoot too expensive of shells to fucking want to go shoot sea ducks. I was like, every time I fucking pull the trigger, I'm just like, oh, fuck. It won't stop me in the moment, but like,
Yeah.
if I'm planning a sea duck hunt, I'm not going to shoot what I shoot normally. I'll go buy cheap shit and
Yeah.
fucking pound birds with it. But yeah, maybe I'll look for a fucking 8 or a 7 weight for down in the Keys. I do need line. I do need warm water line. At the worst for my 8 weight. And then
I got a 7 weight if you want to take it. With that taper on it. With that, like, wolf.
No, I'm going to buy something. Naturally.
Absolutely.
I think my goal is to just have... I want to change the way these rod carriers are in here. And I want to move this one this way. And I think if I bring it all the way over, I can get a second one in.
Yeah.
And then put another one over there. And my goal is to fill it with fly rods.
You're going to need something different when you got to buy fucking 6 tuna rods.
Yeah.
You can hang them up out there.
That's going to be... I think that's going to be wall mounts. We went to Hampton the other day. Saw a buddy of mine down there. It was pretty funny. Like, all the different harbors, like, how similar they are.
Yeah.
Like, they're just old men bitching down at the docks. It's fucking awesome. I love it. But they pulled all of the floats out of Hampton Harbor. All of them. Every single float is pulled. There is not one fucking dock you can go down and get on a boat on. So you have to use the ladders, like at like the fuel dock.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can get up and out. And it's like, there's guys that fish here year round that you're making them climb up a fucking metal ladder that's slippery as fuck. And so, like, they're all bitching, trying to figure out how to get a float put back in and, like, who's going to pay for it and all this. And it's like, dude, that harbor doesn't freeze. Like,
I wonder why there were, why?
I don't know. The town just did it, I think, without talking to anyone. Like, watching boats get pulled out. It was pretty cool. I love fucking working waterfronts.
Mm.
And then I went to my favorite breakfast spot down there, which I found out actually has a name, and it starts with an L. Luna's? Oh, what's the fucking place called? It actually had... I never knew it actually had a name. I just knew where it was. And... because they call it the Algeron Luncheonette, but it's really not. I mean, I guess that's technically what it is, but they call it something different. They had a sign inside. I forget what it was. Oops. But it is as close to... like, look at the inside of that place right there. That is a fucking diner you want to dine at right there. I mean, look at that fucking breakfast. Look at it.
That's awesome.
Greasy, delightful. I got a bacon, egg, and sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant.
Ooh.
And what they do, instead of having like... you know, some places have, like, melted butter on, like, the corner of the griddle or whatever. Like, in a little tub.
Yeah.
They have a crock pot that's always on with melted butter in it.
That's awesome.
Oh, my God. So good. And cash only. It's like, I mean, it really is how it should be.
Absolutely.
Do.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No. I'm out on those. What about you?
I'm going to try to give up soda.
Do you just hate good things?
What's that?
Do you just hate good things?
It's not that I hate it. It's just the fact that, like, I need to... I don't know. I think it's just healthier if I give it up.
I mean, it definitely is. I'm not a fan of just completely depriving myself of something. Although I do it to myself quite constantly. Like, I deprive myself of food. But that's more just because I'm a psychopath when I hunt and fish.
Yeah.
Like today, I didn't eat anything until like 2:45.
Yeah, I can't do that.
But I was home at 10 o'clock.
My trouble is I, like, fucking binge eat.
Well, yeah, then I just have 4 fucking pieces of pizza.
And I've noticed it more, like, now, and I hate to talk about this on the podcast again, but I notice it more now with anxiety. Like, I used it as a fucking coping mechanism more than anything.
But you just gotta make a good binge eating.
Yeah.
Like celery.
So, if they could make celery taste like fucking biscotti.
You just do celery and peanut butter. Throw some raisins on there. Have fucking ants on a log.
So it's cliche to say like I'm gonna try to be healthier in 2024 because everybody says that, but I really am. I gotta get back on track. I did really well for a long time and then fell off the wagon.
That's where I get to like I always say, like I'm just gonna fucking cut out carbs, and then I'm like, no, carbs are fucking delightful. I love.
Then you realize how many things that you love have carbs in them.
Yeah. So then I'm like, all right, well maybe I just won't eat as many carbs. Like let's go there, and then I'm like, all right, and then I'll start playing my own little mind games with myself, where I'm like, all right, if I do 2 30-minute workouts, I'll just go get pasta from hell or something like that. Like a pasta dish I want that I know is fucking terrible. And I know it does not equal the same amount. I don't care. Whatever. I think as long as you have more good days than you have bad days, move on. But it is tempting when it's like, all right, well, if I just make myself miserable for like 30 days, it's going to get me like optically a lot further along.
Yeah.
But like sustainability wise, it's just not there. I think my goal this year is going to be, I want to do a weekend camping trip. Fish.
Just one?
At least we're starting with one. I'm
Like
looking
a family camping trip?
No. Like Garrett and whoever wants to join goes off into the woods to catch trout. I like to go explore some other water, but also it's kind of hard when it's like.
I definitely want to do like more day trips, or even if it is day trips, like to Rangeley and stuff like that. Even if like I, fish the Kennebec, but drive up Saturday night after work to Mike's camp.
Yeah.
Stay there the night and then fish Sunday. And come home Sunday night.
Fish the east and west outlets.
Yeah. And then you got the Kennebec all down through 201.
Yeah.
That you could fish. Do I have an 8-weight here?
Yep.
Is that it right there?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure. I can never remember.
Is it there? No, it's up here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I asked you if you wanted it, and you said, no, I'll just leave it here. I said, okay.
Makes sense. It's either sit here or in my storage unit.
What's your standpoint on turtlenecks?
I feel like I'm being choked.
Not in a good way either.
Yeah. And they pronounce my double chin more.
I didn't know people still wore them.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It just popped up. There was a...
What's that?
It's just a tweet. Going grocery shopping with your wife while wearing a turtleneck, hair gel, and tonguing a toothpick is actually gayer than having sex with another man. Oh, I put together a wicked parlay for tomorrow. If anyone wants to come along. It's just $1. Just $1. Let me find it.
I downloaded the DraftKings app last weekend.
Yeah.
And then I deleted it.
Why'd you delete it? Felt like it was going to be a bad idea.
What's that?
Felt like it was going to be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Memphis making me money. Thank you. Clemson made me money. Oregon State really let me down. They got dog walked by Notre Dame. So here's the 7-pick parlay. NFL games. Don't laugh. Patriots over the Bills. Lions over the Cowboys. Dolphins over the Ravens. Raiders over the Colts. Rams over the Giants. Titans over the Texans. And Falcons over the Bears.
The only one I really disagree with is the Patriots over the Bills.
I know. But it was plus 625, and I just couldn't not do it. But if all those hit, if all those games go that way, for $1, it's $1,200. Why not? It's a plus 121,055. I bet $1.
I know what. I have zero clue what any of that means.
Okay, so if it's minus 150, that's the favorite. If it's plus anything, they're the underdog. And so the more plus a bet is, the more risky it is.
Yeah.
Therefore, the less likely it is you're going to win.
Yeah.
Like the Patriots are plus 625 to beat the Bills tomorrow on the money line, which is just like score.
Tomorrow's Sunday? No, tomorrow's Saturday.
Tomorrow is Saturday. They play. Oh no, they play on Sunday. Sorry, but
there's NFL games tomorrow.
Yeah, the Lions play tomorrow.
How about the fucking Lions, NFC North champions?
Dude, I love it.
For the first time in pretty much any of those players' lives.
Oh, do we only have one?
The Giants.
30
Lions
years. What else was I bet on some weird shit the other day. I was betting on cricket. India lost in cricket. I thought they invented the game, so they probably beat fucking South Africa, but they didn't. But I bet it on one night, and I checked on it the next night, and it was still happening. And I was like, I clearly don't know what cricket is.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know how that game is played. All right, fishing destinations for 2024.
Realistic?
Sure. Or like, it could happen.
I mean, definitely Rangeley.
Like not Montana, but like.
Yeah. Definitely Rangeley. The Farmington. I'd like to get up on the Penobscot. I'd like to catch a fucking striper.
Okay.
I guess that's it. Like if I hit the lottery, those could all change.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
I saw a meme the other night, or a video or a reel or whatever. It was this wife walks into the living room and she's like, "Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?" Yeah. And he's like, $1 billion with the B? I would hit you with a shovel in front of your mother in the face for $1 billion. He's like, that's life-changing money.
Yeah.
Mandy asked me, she's like, would you do it for $1 billion? I was like, I'd do it for $1 million.
I would do it for way less, but I'm not going to tell you that number in fear of you getting really...
I'm going to say $1 million, but it's less than that.
Yeah. Just so we're clear, $1 million would be great, but it's not the minimum.
Oh, yeah. Destinations for you?
I have a strange inkling to want to go to Vermont.
You know, I've thought about that too.
Like small stream, 3-weight.
Mandy and I have talked about it too, like going to Manchester, going to the Fly Fishing Museum.
It'd be cool. Go over see Orvis's headquarters.
Yeah.
Text Tommy. Be like, yo.
Yeah.
What up, dude?
Yeah. Want to meet us?
Yeah.
Who are you again?
Where the
Oh,
fucking...
he'd probably remember us. He's not Jeff from Maine Fly Company.
That's true. It's a little easier to remember when you don't have fucking 800 grams of blow up your nose.
Yeah, we're going to hear about that one.
Yeah, can't wait. How about you just getting recipes texted?
Right?
Gotta keep that fucking tight to the vest.
Yeah. Well, like when I asked him what type of hook it was, I'm like, I kind of hope he just fucking
Just give
sends
me,
me
yeah,
everything.
just tell me everything, actually.
Like, I know how to tie it. That's not the part that I'm worried about. It's the... Like, I'm horrible at picking out hooks. Because there's fucking... Like, you look at two different streamer hooks. And in the package, they look almost the same, but one of them's designed for... It's... I don't know. It's
It
really
is.
weird.
They're insane.
And then you got brands, and it's, like, comparable to this brand, but it's this brand, and... Also comparable to... Just fucking, like, tell me what I want.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about that leech pattern. I'm like, man, most, like, the videos I was watching, they're tying them in, like, size 12 or 14. I'm like, that's a tiny fucking leech. Like, I don't remember them seeing them that small.
Yeah.
And then when Aaron said 10, I was like, all right, well, that's makes a little more sense to me.
Yeah, I tied a bunch of those. I need some chubbies tied. I gotta tie some of those.
I have probably a dozen tied for you right now
Okay.
in orange and yellow.
I fucked up when I bought
With a tan body.
the wing. Like
The poly yarn.
yeah, I didn't buy the right shit. Because whatever I have, or whatever I used, held water like a motherfucker. And like sunk.
Yeah. So I have, it's poly emerger yarn,
Yeah.
sparkle, something or other.
Uh-oh. What has the wife been looking at? Got some new socks. That was big.
Yeah, I got some new socks too. Polypropylene yarn, so poly yarn.
Yeah.
The stuff I have has like a little bit of a sparkle to
A little,
it.
little sparkly. A little bedazzle.
Yeah. I think the next batch I tie, I'm gonna tie down a size like these ones are 6s. I think I'm gonna go down to an 8 on the hook size. I gotta go see Uncle Jim this week.
Go see Man About a Horse.
Yeah. Go see Jim.
I haven't seen Jim's. I've been driving by just about every day.
I'm still riding on cloud 9 that he said he liked me.
Yeah. You can't go in there. You're going to have hard eyes.
Yeah. Trouble is, he'd never say it to your face. He doesn't want you to think it. Yeah, it's tough to go in there without getting all flush and Oh, shucks.
Aw. Oh, Grandpa Jim. No, Tom's been there a bunch.
Is he?
Yeah. I'll see who's there tomorrow when I drive by on my way home.
There's not the last time, but the time before that I walked in, and it was two guys that I had never, ever seen before there.
Really?
Yeah.
There has been a 4Runner there recently.
Yeah, there was a 4Runner. Was it a 4Runner? No, it was a white Tacoma. At first I was like a newer style.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, Uncle Jim get a new fucking new Tacoma? And then I walked in, it was some young kid. It wasn't the young kid I know.
Yeah. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. He's like, do you need help finding anything? I was like, no, I'm good. I need help finding anything.
That's my favorite Parks and Rec. One of my favorite lines from there. Have you ever watched that show?
Yeah.
When Ron Swanson's in like Lowe's, and the guy comes up to him and is like, you got any projects you working on? Like, and he just looks at him and goes, stop. I know more than you. And just walks away.
I think probably one of my favorite from that is when he's in the grocery store and they have free samples of
the vegan bacon.
And he takes it and he throws it in the trash. He's like,
another one, please.
Another one, please. Or let me tell you a joke. The government has your best interests in mind.
Yeah.
And then he has that fucking, just that
shit-eating grin.
And laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Such a good show.
Yeah. It's okay. I have a permit. I do what I want.
Yeah.
Ron Swanson.
What else do we have going on? Really nothing.
Hopefully whatever bar we go to in Marlboro has non-alcoholic beer.
I just was, where were we then? Oh, we went to Batson River, which is a pretty cool little spot.
Yeah.
We went to the one in Wells. A little date night.
Nice. That's what Mandy and I are doing tomorrow night.
It annoys me that it's just acceptable to have shitty service now.
Yeah. I forget what day it was. I think it was Christmas Eve. Like, I needed to get out of the house for a while, and I left. And against my better judgment, I went to McDonald's, and I just did
It's always a solid play, though.
Like a order on your phone, curbside pickup.
Yeah.
Thing. And my dumb ass waited an hour for food. And then I called them. And they're like, we don't have a to-go order for you. So, but I waited the hour. Like a fucking dumbass.
Just sitting there?
Yeah, just sitting there. I was having a bad day, as it was. So, like, I didn't mind just sitting there, but...
Like, this is my punishment for my day.
Yeah. So I was like, well... I told the lady on the phone, I was like, well, that's unfortunate. And hung up.
And did you ever get food?
Nope. I went home.
Did you pay for it?
Yep. I don't know what happened to it.
Did you order it to a different McDonald's?
I don't think so. Because I pulled in the parking lot and it goes by geolocation. So I don't know how I could have entered the wrong one.
Yeah, well, unless you had like a separate store entered.
Yeah. But that's the only one I've ever done that
Oh.
to. So somebody got 2 McDoubles for free. Bastards. It's my own damn fault, though.
There are days where I won't complain about anything, and I'll just be like, I mean, whatever. Apparently the universe doesn't want me to have a fucking McDouble right now. And then there are days that I will threaten someone's life for that fucking McDouble.
Yeah.
And it's a roll of the dice which one you're going to get.
I told the lady on the phone, I was like, you guys took my money.
Yeah.
She goes, well, actually, the app took your money. I was like, oh. And that's when I was like, this is unfortunate. And I just fucking hung up the phone. Pulled out, went home. Just.
Maybe they can give it to one of the 400 fucking homeless people you got in
Yeah.
fucking Sanford.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty hard to gentrify this city if you get people living under fucking steps to.
Yeah, I don't think
Public
there's
buildings.
ever going to be a gentrification of Sanford.
They're trying.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so either.
I mean, maybe, but I've been wrong once or twice. I just don't see it really pulling itself up by its bootstraps.
Yeah.
What'd they ever do with those mill buildings that caught on fire by that little
They're still
kid?
there.
Are they still burnt?
I think they tore down one. And then No, they're both still there. One of them's got like I got a restaurant in it, and
Yeah.
then the other one, I guess some guy just bought it, and he's gonna redevelop it, and it's gonna be like affordable housing and restaurants, and like, in what lifetime is that gonna happen? Everybody's got affordable housing, everybody, but
Where is it?
most people's affordable housing and what they're building for affordable housing, two different things.
Well, and that's what's
Because last I knew, $2,300 a month was not fucking affordable housing.
place in. There's a 1-bedroom in York right now, $1,800. It'd be a hell of a commute for your wife, but
What's that?
she said there's one in York for $1,800.
Our goal is July. Be out by July. Whether we're going to buy or we're going to rent. But it's like a catch-22 because we're going to be out either way, but rent, the stuff that's under 2,000 is, most of it is fucking junk.
Yeah. It's not a fun time of.
No.
I actually watched a TikTok, a guy talking about, it was a place in Windham, New Hampshire. And he's like, oh, yeah, you should have bought this place earlier. He's like, oh yeah, sorry. The last time this house was for sale was 1995 and it sold for $125,000. I was playing fucking hopscotch.
Yeah.
Like, I was 7. Sorry.
Yep.
Hey, did you know it's really easy to change your location on Facebook Marketplace and search all over the place in a radius?
Yeah.
Like, you can search, like, Louisiana for...
I don't even buy anything off of Facebook Marketplace, and I just like to look.
I'm really close to pulling the trigger on a boat right now.
Swap the Wheeler payment for a boat payment.
Wheeler's paid.
Or, yeah, swap the Wheeler for a boat.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to get it to you, because I can't put it in the bed of my truck, because I need one of those while I'm down there if you know anybody.
What's that, a bed of your truck?
Yeah.
That-
Can I pick up a boat and a bed for my truck? And,
and just strap the...
no, find someone to do it for me down there.
and haul it back.
And I'll hunt with you for like 2 days while my truck's getting worked on. And then I'll drive back with everything. Like, that's a good trip.
Oh, you're looking at duck boats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's one in Louisiana right now.
You gonna sell your Lund?
Nope.
No? Just gonna have 3?
Yeah. He who has the most boats wins. If I keep fucking sending Aaron boats and he doesn't buy one of these, I'm gonna buy one. Little fucking... I sent him one the other day. It was called the Sea Squirt.
See that little bay boat that Tim Moore has for sale?
Yeah.
That's a sweet little boat.
Ah, it's not up anymore. Where's the Sea Squirt? Someone buy it? But dude, like, look at this. 18-foot Kenner. It's like a perfect little fucking boat, right? Like, look at that fucking boat.
Cute little booger.
Perfect little 18-foot fucking fishing machine, right? $5,900. Now, granted, it's in Florida somewhere. St. Augustine, Florida. Driving right by it. There's a Strom Flats boat, 20-footer in Vero for $6,300. That needs a new motor on it, but there's so many fucking...
There's so many things I want to spend money on.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. Like, what's... Without, like... Even without buying, like... Just saying, like, a fucking... $15 million fucking Viking. Or, like, a, $30 million piece of property that I can hunt, fish, and fucking do whatever the fuck I want on. I could spend so much money on shit. And, like, we were talking about this the other day, where it's like, oh, it's hard to buy presents. And it's like, it's not. It's just hard to afford presents for me. It's not buying them. I can tell you everything I want.
Like, right now, if money wasn't an object, what would be the one item or one thing, one experience you would go spend money on?
Experience is different than something I would just go buy right now. Experience right now would probably be a duck hunt somewhere. Just because I'm fairly depressed right now when it comes to killing fucking winged animals. I need to go kill some.
I think mine would be... I know we texted about it, but like a fucking week-long trip out west somewhere.
I definitely am having some... Oh, speaking of which, neighbor's brother just bought a brand new truck. Not brand new. I think it's a 2022 or 2021. He's living the life right now.
Jesus.
AT
fucking young and
AT4 Denali.
2,500.
8-foot bed.
What the fuck does he need an 8-foot bed for?
He's buying a camper for it.
Oh, he's just gonna travel around.
So apparently, South Dakota, you can get your residency in a day.
Yeah.
Like, that's where all these van lifers, that's one of the places they do it. South Dakota also has no state income tax. South Dakota also has a whole thing set up for this mail forwarding service. So you actually have a physical address, not just a P.O. box. So technically, you have an address to send stuff to.
So South Dakota is just like, well, fuck it. You want money? Watch this.
Yeah. We'll have more residents, but there'll be no one here to... And you'll just pay us whatever you pay us.
Yeah. And we ain't got to build shit for them to live in.
Yeah. I said it would be hilarious if you got out there and you just, like, went to this town and it was all of these, like, little yard by yard squares, like you own a piece of Scotland,
Yeah.
but it's just a mailbox.
Yeah.
And it just has your name on it.
Cooper Seipert.
Yeah. I was like, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, he's buying a sliding camper.
Good for him.
He's just gonna fucking roam the world.
But like we texted like that the latest wildfire video where he goes out with all his cousins to Wyoming.
Yeah.
Like if you got on the phone right now to me, or if you called me and was like, just a yes or no, do you want to go to Wyoming tomorrow? I would say yes.
I mean, we could just do that.
I don't want to go tomorrow.
Oh, you just said you would.
I know. If you asked me in like June.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I would afford it, but like I was looking at flights today to Montana.
Not cheap.
Southwest was the cheapest. And you could go for like $300.
Round trip?
No, each way.
Oh.
Delta was round trip was like $900 per person. And that was flying out of Boston with a layover and then into Bozeman.
Speaking of, the Evan is in the chat right now.
Really?
He says affordable housing is a tough one since it's all based on what's in the area. Well, not only that, and to circle back to affordable housing, but also the whole fact of it only has to be like 15% of the housing has to be affordable for it to be considered an affordable housing complex, which is the shit they're pulling in York right now, which I find hilarious, but I understand other people may not. But it's like the apartments they're building right next to Hannaford in York. They're like, oh, they're going to be affordable housing. And it's like 5 of them are.
Yeah.
And you have to jump through so many fucking hoops and shit. It's like...
They're doing a development of Wells right now at 9B or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's houses for like affordable, like you don't own the lot, but you own the house. And it's supposed to be affordable. But the trouble is, it's getting put out by a housing authority that is going, it's going to be people that, single mother, no offense to the single mothers, but like single mothers, people that, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't go to couples like Mandy and I.
No.
Who work our asses off and are too qualified for one thing,
but underqualified
to buy a house.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, so I just have to be a piece of shit drug addict?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So what I should do is I should knock Mandy up, leave her.
She gets the house.
And then we get back together.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan.
Right?
We'll go fishing while you leave her.
Yeah. I'll just go on like a year-long sabbatical. You get all this shit squared away.
Yeah.
And I'll come back. Maybe. I've never thought more about just disappearing into the woods than I have the last fucking 6 months.
Evan likes your plan.
What's that?
Evan likes your plan.
It's probably the most sound plan I've had in a while.
I just like to call like a real estate broker up around Millinocket. Be like, so...
I could probably afford a house in Millinocket. The thing that's going to kill me is the fucking commute.
Yeah, it's a bit of a haul down to Elliott Small Engine.
I told Mike a couple months ago, I was like, I ought to just sell this place. We'll move to Jackman. I'll work at Jackman Power Sports. And you can retire.
Yeah.
And he like kind of cocked his head.
I mean, why not?
Right? I hate, like you see in the paper, Seacoast Home sells for $7.1 million. I'm like, it'd be fucking nice to read an article that says Seacoast couple buys their first house and they can afford it. But instead, what?
Just that comparison. It made me giggle. Because it is so true. It's like, oh, Kennybunk home sold for first time in fucking 8 generations for fucking $30.2 million.
I hit this guy in the shop today. He dropped off his generator, and he was like, computer probably says I live at Kittery, but I live in Elliott now. I was like, okay, so we'll change that. And I'm doing it. He's like, yeah, when the housing market took off in 2020, we sold our house that I inherited from my parents for $1 gazillion. And we downsized and have all this money. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, then I had some fucking old guy come in the shop today. He walks up to the counter. He's like, Jesus Christ, you look a lot older than the last time I seen you. And I just kind of smiled, and I didn't say anything back, but I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, and I'm surprised you aren't dead yet.
That's what I would have just responded with and be like, well,
for some reason I decided to have a filter.
I'm surprised you don't have flowers growing out of you, you old fuck.
Actually used to work for Tom Chase.
I would never walk into any place and say that to anyone.
Right? Like the shit people say nowadays. Like the amount of times that people have walked up to me at the counter at the shop and said, man, you got to lose some weight. I'm like, the amount of times that's happened to me like 3 times. That is 3 times too many for anybody to say that to anyone. Like, you just don't do that.
Can you imagine saying that to your waitress at fucking Rick's?
The old Rick's.
The old
imagine
Rick's.
Terry Bowles walks up to you and you're like, Jesus, Terry, you really falling apart. She'd fucking beat you over the head with a fucking plate. You'd be dead.
Or walk in, see Peter or Paul at the fucking House of Pizza, be like, Jesus, about time you fucking fry off, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like,
it's unbelievable.
people are fucking nuts. And it's not getting any better.
But then on the flip side of it, you go to a place where people are supposed to be working. There were 5 servers last night at the restaurant we were at. Not a big place. There were empty tables when we sat down. It was 19 minutes before I ordered a drink. I almost fucking came unglued. Like, if you want to ignore me after you've given me something to drink, I don't give a fuck. As long as when I am done that beer, I can look around and find someone. But, like, I was sitting there and I was like, literally to the point of, like, do I go up and order at the bar at this point? Like, what the fuck?
I went to... So I don't know if I told you.
I have walked out of places.
I don't think I had said anything. I bought Mandy a Coach purse for Christmas.
You said you went to Coach.
Well, I went back because there was a card
Was the Asian
holder.
chick doing the TikTok videos?
No.
Oh, God.
So when we went originally, there was this guy named Trevor. Clearly not straight.
No way. He worked at Coach?
What's that?
He worked at Coach?
Yeah, right?
Great.
Super nice guy. Like, could obviously tell he deals with a lot of dumb men coming in there to buy shit for their wives. Like, I went back to get something, and I walked in, and he was like, oh, hey, you're back. I'm like, yes, and I'm glad you're here. I need help. He's like, well, what do you need? And I was like, I need this little thing that holds, he's like a card holder.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but not like a wallet. He goes, no, not like a card holder. He's like, what do you need it to match? I'm like, match? He goes, well, and he remembered what we bought. So he's like, this one will match what you got. I was like, thank Christ for you, Trevor. Box this up.
Box this up. I'm out of here. I have a Coach wallet now.
Jesus. I have an Asian knockoff of a Ridge wallet. I've had for 4 years now.
I don't like the Ridge style.
Love it.
My dad's got another kind. I'm like, I always keep my wallet in my back pocket.
So do I.
Can't
I still have my old wallet that I got rid of when I went to this, just in case I ever switch back. But I don't plan on it.
So I finally had to get rid of my Jack Daniels wallet because it had gotten to the point where it had been smashed so many times between my ass and seats that the fabric had moved, so the glue was exposed.
Yeah.
So now my cards were being glued in my wallet, and I couldn't get them out.
What is it with men and wallets? They will, like... We will take a wallet.
Oh, it'll drive it into the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're just...
George Costanza.
Yeah. I used to be like that, but now I just got my... This is the only shitty part. Get this fucking thing out.
Yeah, see? That sounds miserable.
Just like that.
What the fuck do you have in there, though?
Let's do a little, get ready with me. 2 debit cards.
Yeah.
Credit card. Apparently Mandy's credit card.
Oh. Mandy's license. Oh, shit.
BJ's card, which apparently only works at the store. Not what I thought it was for.
No.
Because I've pulled it out a couple times. It does not work for that.
She doesn't have a scanner.
Probably an empty Trading Post gift card. An empty Gulf gas station gift card. A Cabela's. Hey, remember these?
Whoa.
Fucking Cabela's rewards.
They don't even honor
insurance
those
card.
anymore.
TU membership card. Driver's license. And then my medical insurance card. And very little money.
See, that's the other thing with those is you can't hide money in them.
I have money right there.
No, you can't hide money.
Oh, yeah.
I hide money in mine.
I hide money other places.
I do that too.
Undisclosed locations.
I do that as well.
Just in case anybody's listening.
But I always keep... There's a stash in my wallet at all times.
If I had a stash in my wallet, I'd spend it.
See, I don't spend cash. But then there's times where Leah's like, hey, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, yeah, here's some money. And she's like, where did you just come up with like $500 in cash? And I was like...
Yeah, see, I use cash all the time because...
Well, it's like
that's my money.
Yeah.
Where versus like the bank account is our money. And I don't even know how to get into our bank account. I don't know how much money's in there.
You're like, George.
I don't know.
George still has not used an ATM.
What? George has never used an ATM?
Never.
What the fuck?
Never used one.
Like somebody like that is so like technologically like he's got fucking Apple AirPlay, whatever the AirTags, like, but he's never used an ATM.
Nope.
Is at this point is it just a vendetta against ATMs?
I don't know. I think he's gonna have to figure it out because
like if he has to go get cash, he goes into the bank
or to the drive-thru
and interacts with people.
Yeah. He's retired now. He has nothing better to do but go bother other people. Which is why I've been telling him just to go fuck. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't gone. He's like, I'm trying to look at the Jeep pickup or the Toyota Tacoma. I'm like, well, you went with my wife to the Volvo store, and when she got a new key made for her car, and while that was happening, I got a report that you had talked to 3 different salespeople, the shuttle driver, and someone else there.
Don't talk to anybody.
About the car. Like, he was asking the shuttle driver about the features of the car. And I'm like, Dad, that's a fucking retired dude that is making $15 an hour on fucking Tuesdays and
Yeah,
Fridays.
what does George care about fucking Volvo? He doesn't want a Volvo.
He fucking thought he might. He was asking all kinds of questions. So I was like, why don't you, like, literally midweek, you have nothing going on, drive over to fucking Jeep and just walk in and waste someone else's fucking 4 hours instead of asking me which vehicle you should go buy.
They don't have, like, when we went to pick up Mandy's car, I went through the lot. They don't have any of the 2024 Tacomas at Bill Doobie. So I haven't actually.
I was going to send him to the one, because actually Toyota of Portsmouth had a shit ton of trucks up on the road finally.
Really?
That fucking parking lot's been empty for a year.
Bill Doobie had a bunch of 2023s. They had this Trail Runner TRD.
Yeah.
With like the gold rims on it. Fucking thing looks sick. I don't know. It's all money.
I like the dark blue AT4s.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet.
I've been seeing one around town, and I'm like,
I could probably get away with an SUV, but I don't want to. The minute I get an SUV, I'm going to need a truck for something, and I don't want to fucking borrow a truck or...
But I mean, really, what would you need a truck for?
Hauling literally anything.
What was the last thing you hauled?
My kayak.
Okay, that's what roof racks are for.
I can't get stuff up and off on roof racks.
They got the little kayak things that drop down. You just load them up.
Yeah, you know how much those are?
No.
Like $3,000.
Well, cheaper than a pickup truck.
It's true. But I'm still going to go with the truck.
I would too. I definitely don't need the truck I have. But I already have it.
Yeah, I'm not going with... The only reason I would go with the 3/4 ton is like if Mike was like, I'm done plowing the shop. It's your responsibility now.
In which case, you just take...
His truck.
No, the shop truck.
Yeah.
That goes and picks stuff up and put a plow on it.
That already has a plow on it.
Yeah, so then you go, all right, shop truck driver.
I like plowing.
I
don't
too.
mind it. But...
Not a good year for it so far.
No, not so far. Well, it's a good year if you don't like plowing, but
Yeah.
have to. It's a good year if you got contracts.
Yeah, you better fucking pray for contracts.
Yeah, because if you're banking on hourly or by the storm, it better be a busy February.
Kinda fucked right now, buddy.
I was talking to one of the guys from Piscataqua. He's like, yeah, they were talking about starting spring cleanups in February. And I was like, you know what that means? He's like, yep, it's going to snow for every day in March.
Yep. Huh? At least cleanup will be done.
But in other ways, they've made out because Piscataqua is now like, they took on the maintenance contract and the road contract for the town of Greenland. Like, so they are the town of Greenland's public works department. And it's all contract based. So, snow wise, they're doing pretty well.
They got to pave and stuff?
No, they just sub that out. That's all towns do, anyways.
Yeah.
But like if a tree falls down, Piscataqua landscaping.
Huh.
Town of Greenland is not that big.
No.
Like it's not.
It's sort of like Newington. It's like you kind of
It's a lot of roads. I guess it's like 66 miles of roads that they have to plow.
That's really not that much when you really think about it.
No. So.
Now, what are they doing? Like, do they have big trucks with big plows?
They do now. I think they have 4 wing trucks now.
Holy fuck.
But the town of Greenland is small enough where they didn't need like giant ones like the town of York has. They bought under CDL ones so anybody can operate them.
Ooh,
You don't
smart.
have to have a special license.
Smart. That means you're also under the DOT drug testing regulations.
Because it's a town, they may have to
Yeah.
test. You still have to have a medical card because Piscataqua has DOT numbers. So, but most companies don't drug test anymore. They'd have to fire everybody if they did.
Yeah.
All depends on their insurance, mostly.
Insurance is the biggest scam going.
It really is. You pay money.
To then pay more money.
Yeah. And then
Until
if you
you
need the insurance, they're like, oh, yeah, sorry, you haven't used it enough.
And actually, you got to go see this specialist that we tell you can go see. I don't care that it's a 4-hour drive.
And
it's in Millinocket.
And now that you've had this surgery and we paid for it, we're dropping you.
Yeah.
Or, oh, somebody rear-ended you and you used the insurance. Sorry,
your insurance is going up.
Yeah.
You're an at-risk driver because of retards around you. Yeah, I just got our insurance bill for the fucking cars, and I was like, what the fuck?
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what we pay. No clue.
I'd like to get to that spot.
It's not very good. I should know what we pay. I should have an idea of those things, but I get enough shit to worry about.
There are days where I just want to just hire an accountant just to run my life.
Right?
Like, just tell me what I can and can't do.
But then they'd be like, no, you can't do that. And you'd be like, fuck you, watch me.
Yeah, no, you just need to figure out how I can do it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm paying you. I'm not paying you to tell me not to do stuff. I'm paying you to figure out how I need to do stuff. It's really kind of how I've run my financial life is like, I just need to figure out a way to make more money so I can do more cool stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. See you later. Keep trying to fucking sell her on Feet Finder. She won't bite.
Nope.
Tried again the other night. In a group text with my parents. I was like, this could be solved real easy. Just saying.
Yeah. Then we'd have to move to South Dakota. I wonder how many OnlyFans people live in South Dakota.
I think it's probably a lot of Florida people.
Florida doesn't have income tax?
Nope. I mean, neither does New Hampshire. And the fact that I work in New Hampshire and don't live in New Hampshire is really dumb.
Imagine being somebody that lives in New Hampshire but works in Maine and then still has to pay Maine income tax.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest fucking racket going.
Yeah. Or the better part is if you live in New Hampshire, work in New Hampshire, but your spouse works in Maine, you both pay state income tax.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yep. It's hilarious, actually.
It boggles my mind.
How this...
Pay taxes to pay more taxes to pay taxes on that. Or you pay taxes, right, on the money you earn. And then you take that money you earned
and go buy something.
You pay taxes on that.
Yeah. My favorite is not only do we have a sales tax, but we have an excise tax. So not only do you pay tax to buy the thing, but then you have to pay a tax to use the thing.
Right.
That how that exists is just mind-blowing. Like, oh yeah, that's a cool truck you have there. Pay us 5.5%, but then you gotta pay us again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
I had a guy in the shop the other day. He bought a Can-Am 4-wheeler. And
Does he want another one?
no, I said I wish I'd known you were going to be looking for one because I have two buddies right now that are going to be selling it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I didn't even think of asking, but I bought a brand new one. I was like, oh, well, you wasted $30,000.
Yeah.
But he bought a brand new one with tracks, and he was like, did you know to use this up north for the snowmobiles, I got to register as a snowmobile? That's fucking ridiculous. I'm like, it's all fucking money. Like, what did you expect?
Yeah.
For them to be like, oh, you register as an ATV?
Yeah,
No
you're
problem.
fine.
I'm sure if they made a car that floated and turned into a boat, you'd have to register it as a boat too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still shocked the state of Maine has not made an ice fishing license. I would gladly pay that.
Yeah, so would I.
If they put it back into the fucking habitat and... actually, I read an article from a guy the other day basically just fucking flipped out on the entire waterfowl and the federal IF&W and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, we've had fucking 30 years of fucking bag limits and you keep telling me the fucking numbers are getting worse, so are the bag limits actually fucking helping you fucking cocksuckers? He's like, no, I don't think they are.
Yeah.
Maybe you fucking cocksuckers allowing the destruction of all the breeding grounds and everything else is maybe having more of a fucking impact. So fuck your goddamn bag limits and actually fix the fucking problem. I was like, God damn. Hell yeah. Preach.
Right.
It was an Instagram post that like 200 people saw. Don't think it's going to go very far, but I mean, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do.
Well, that's all I got.
That's all I got. I'm gonna go see what kind of shit show is my house right now. It's 20 minutes past bedtime, so we'll see.
On a weekend? With a friend over?
Nah, dude, 8 o'clock. It'll probably be like 9:30 tonight, and they'll probably still be up by the time I go to bed, but I still gotta go get the truck ready to hunt tomorrow, load up more stuff.
We got stuff to do.
Yeah. Leah's got it under control. Well, new year, same us. We'll be coming to you maybe twice next week. If I remember to bring my laptop.
Do like an Instagram live from the hotel room. We could vlog.
We could just do a vlog.
Put it on the YouTube.
Leah was saying the other day she was doing a blog post for their thing, the human design stuff. It's like, I didn't know people still blogged.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, good for you, dear. Fucking
We could do a get ready with us before we go to the
OOTD, outfit of the day.
flannel from Duluth Trading Company.
Aluakai slip-ons. Oh, it's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm just looking forward to Chick-fil-A.
I'm just looking forward to a night out of the house. I booked the room, man. He's like, what if Garrett can't end up going? I was like, looks like you could come. And we go to the fly fishing show.
And you can sleep in the other bed.
Exactly. Don't get any ideas. You're not ruin my weekend.
I am sleeping in my own bed tonight.
And don't ask if we're done looking at things.
I tell you what. The 2 weeks that the wife slept downstairs after her shoulder surgery, God damn. I slept so fucking good.
Mandy slept on the couch a couple nights, or a few nights, when she had COVID. until she tested negative again. And
It's
it was glorious.
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking of hoping I got it so I could make her sleep on the couch again.
Yeah. Sorry,
That's
quarantining in here. Don't enter.
I actually don't want to quarantine there.
No.
But,
All right. We'll be back maybe Wednesday.
yeah.
I go back to work next week. That's going to be
That's
terrible.
unfortunate.
Like 16, 17 days off at this point. You know what my favorite game is? Is going back to work and trying to remember my password. And now they've completely changed. There's no number I can call anymore for when I don't remember it. So I don't know if I can ever get back into my computer at work. Nor who to call to even fucking get back in.
No, forgot your password selection.
Now. And it's the same password for everything we do at work. Like, it's like a global password that we have to change every 60 fucking days.
That sucks.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Osama.
Well, we'll see you next year. Fucking hate when people say that.
You working or you hardly working or working hard?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Christ, you look old. Fuck off, Doug. Fuck off. All right, folks.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.